Hey guys, Jen here from Craft Penguin Planner. Welcome to my channel. Today we are planning the week of September 20th through the 26th in my A5 wide. And we are using the Just Squirrelin Around kit from my shop. It is a pretty foiled kit. Perfect for fall. And this was a reformat from the past. But of course now there's much more foil touches to it than I used to have. And of course the functional sheet to go with it. And I pulled out some of my icon mix sheets because I'm going to pull some of this in as well. So yeah, let's get started on that. You know what? There it is. Okay. I probably won't use much of this one just because I don't use the check boxes in this planner, but you know, we will see what we do. So let's see. This week has been interesting. Now I'm trying to remember, other than work on orders, what I was going to tell you. Because it has been an interesting week, to say the least. Okay, see, I wasn't sure. I've redone my, some of the stuff with my kits, like this bottom washi. Oh no, it's bubbled right there. And being that this is the unicorn paper, it's going to be, there we go, I got it smoothed up. It's going to be really difficult to pick back up. What was I going to tell you? Oh, I remember. I was going to tell you about Thursday for sure. But yeah, I've had an interesting week of working on orders and things like that. For the most part, it's not been super eventful other than getting orders done, which I did manage to pretty much finish. This is where I cannot wait. I cannot wait, you guys. For me to use my new planners for next year from her with the better paper. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait for that. Because I'm using it in my daily. Because my daily is with the new paper. And it's so nice. But the unicorn paper is not very forgiving. And on this paper, it does tear a little bit still too. So, you know, it's all good. So yeah, I worked on orders all week. Thursday was kind of like an unplanned, sort of unplanned, out of office day. Because there's just so much going on. I think what I'm going to do, because I didn't pull any other washi tape out or anything to fill, what I might do is bump my date covers up just a little bit, and then the glitter headers will be bumped up, so it'll just give a little bit more space up at the top. That's okay. That'll work. Yeah. See, perfect kit for this week, right? With the squirrels. Today, my brain is just that way. Squirrel moments. Trying to remember what I was saying. It'll come to me. Today is the 20th because I am filming this on Monday, the 20th. So, yeah, I did a lot of order work, which wasn't very eventful. I mean, other than working. But, oh yeah, Thursday. Thursday was an out of office day because everything. It started off, my brother had his physical therapy at, oh, what time was his therapy at? It was early. Is this an oops sheet? I may have grabbed an oops sheet. I know I grabbed oops sheets for my icons because these are a little off-cut. But they're still not bad. It's just, you'll see when I use them. This one might be an oops as well. I pulled this out before now. I mean, those I just pulled because I'm like, yeah, let's use that. We're going to bling it up. I don't use that much foil, but I was like, well, we're going to go all in with the foil kit this week. I had some issues with my cutter on Friday. I was struggling with the machines behaving, and this was one of the problems. A, it wasn't cutting deep enough, and B, it was miscutting. So, you know. So yeah, Thursday, yeah. My brother had his PT in the morning. So, I think it was at 11 or 10:30. It was one or the other. So it was, for me, on the earlier side because I don't get out of bed till like, you know, 9:30-ish. Or if it's been like the last couple of days, it's been closer to 10 because I've been up till like 3 in the morning. But, beside the point. By the way, I'm trying to keep my voice, so I may be drinking a lot of water during this. I'll get to that, but it's my husband's fault. So, yeah, I got up, I got things kind of organized, you know, daily taken care of, just, you know, normal morning stuff for me. And then I had to take him to physical therapy. He should be able to start driving himself here soon. It's just once he gets out of the sling, he'll be able to drive. But for now, he's still in his sling and, you know, not supposed to drive with that on. So, he's doing really well though. So I got him to therapy. Then after therapy, I didn't have that much time. I think his appointment was at 11 because I didn't have a ton of time. Because I came home and then basically ate something before it was time to have our little meeting, basically. It's, I was volunteered to help with planning a baby shower, which I know nothing about. Because A, I've never planned a baby shower. B, I don't have children. And C, I've barely been to any baby showers. I've been to a few, maybe like 2 or 3. And that's about it. And it's been years since I last went to one. But how could I say no when it's for one of my best friends I've had since the 7th grade? So, you know. So, it was one of those things that, they're coming over here so we can talk details of different things and all that. Well, I mean, because it's like our other best friend and the mother of my best friend we're planning this for, you know, you kind of get talking a little bit. It just happens, even just after you're done talking about the baby shower stuff. So I was like pretty much shooing her out the door as I had to get myself out the door to go help with food bank at my church. So like by this point, it's like after 4. Literally, I'd been constantly busy all day. Never came in the office. Well, that's a lie, because I came into the office to do my daily, to get that planned up, but that was basically it. And it was hard for me to be able to even put anything down on the times, because I didn't know how long anything was going to take. But finally, after food bank, my brother messaged me Wednesday evening. I was sitting down getting ready to try, you know, I'm not even going to try to straighten that up. I know what's going to happen. Just like it happened here and tried to up there. It's going to tear. So we're just going to leave it. Wednesday night, my brother messaged me and said, hey, would you like to come over for dinner after food bank? I went to sit down and watch the season finale of MasterChef Wednesday night, figuring, you know, I'm not going to have time much any other day. I may as well just go ahead and watch it while it comes on live and just take a little bit of time for me. And I had started to watch it, and then when he said, hey, you want to come over tomorrow after food bank for dinner and we can watch the finale of MasterChef, I'm like, you know what? That sounds good. Because at that point, I was already going, I want something quick and easy for dinner because it's going to be a busy day. And I knew by that point I would be kind of already more on the tired side and not want to do a whole lot, and decided that, you know what, let's just do that. And then I turned off the TV that Wednesday. I was like, you know what, I barely got 10 minutes in. Let's just wait and watch it with him. I watched most of the entire season with him because he was here at my house. And it was just like the semifinals that he was back home for. So, like, we literally watched most of the season together. I figured, you know what, it'll be great to do that, to watch the final over there with him. So, that Wednesday night, I came back in the office after and just continued working because I'm like, all right. So, Thursday after food bank, I came home long enough to put my laptop in the house and turn around and go over to his house, which he literally lives right there. He doesn't live far. He's like 2 minutes from my house, just a couple streets over. He's not far. Which is nice. I mean, you could walk to each other's house, except, first of all, knowing what time of night it would be, and second of all, my back doesn't take that much at a time without becoming an issue. Therefore, I don't do it. But logistically, you could. So he's walked over here before because he can. But so I went over there. He cooked a really nice dinner. It was great. And he did it all one-armed because, you know, with his shoulder. Okay, next is yellow. So that was really nice. We watched the finale of MasterChef, and it was a 2-hour episode. A lot of them lately had been 2 hours because during the Olympics, they didn't have any new episodes. So I think they kind of used that to just catch up and have 2-hour episodes. I think the finale generally normally is anyway 2 hours, but either way, it was a 2-hour episode. And of course, being recorded, you can fast forward through the commercials, which, you know, of course we did. But, so that was nice. So by the time I actually got home, of course, then my husband wanted to talk to me because I barely talked to him all day. It was after 10. So I literally at that point was like, yeah, I'm not coming in the office. Because by the time being done talking to my husband and all the things, oh yeah, this is pretty. Look at all that foil, and it's only going to get more blingy because I'm going to add more. After all that, do I want, let's put orange here on top of this one. And let's put brown up here. So, yeah, I was like, no, if I come in the office, it's going to be at least 3 a.m. before I wind down to go to bed. So I said, forget it. I'm just going to make it a out of office day. And I mean, not really off because I was busy. It was a busy, busy day. It wasn't like I was sitting around doing nothing all day. I was very busy. But, alright, which one do I want to use? Oh, well, I gotta use that. But I want a habit tracker over here. I want to use blue because it's right next to that, but maybe the yellow. And then we'll use this. So yeah, it was an out of office day on Thursday. It was very, very busy, but it was also a really good day too. I think I might do that. Put this, although it's like literally, but it's not going to matter. I didn't plan that out very well. Here's a question. Do I want to put like a brush stroke between there and actually put something there, or do I just want to kind of fill it with a glitter header? But the glitter header is not going to be wide enough. Decisions. No, a quarter box would be too big. Let's just stick a glitter header. Well, I don't want to put yellow with the yellow and brown, so let's use the green. Yeah, that'll work. It will be fine. Alright. And then we're going to use that for no spend. And that for dinners. I know I have a dinner script on here. So, ooh, I forgot I have a plan. That's going to be good. I'm going to need that. I need to sit and meal plan maybe tonight. That way I can figure out what I need to shop for tomorrow. Okay. I was sitting here going, you know, I pulled out a sticker for my no spend, but could I use one of these? Maybe we'll come back to that and I'll decide, because I have other things that I want to use some of those for that I know of. So yeah, Thursday was an out of office day. Friday, then you would think my machines would have behaved. They didn't. I decided to be ambitious and do something I don't normally do, and that's literally go through the remainder of my orders and decide to do all the foil for the rest of my orders, which was like, I don't know, 20 or so orders. And I don't usually make that. My batches usually are smaller than that. Okay, no, not necessarily. Sometimes they are and sometimes they are not. It really, literally depends upon whether or not I have it literally depends on how long my lists are. I try to make the lists manageable, so they aren't too long, but not too short either, if that makes sense. So I had to take my brother to physical therapy this afternoon, so that can be put on here. I went and got my allergy shots while he had his therapy, so we'll use that here. Since it's already like 7 o'clock. Really. Already 7 o'clock. A lot of today can kind of be filled in. My neighbor cut my grass today. I do pay him to do that. So let's use... I'm going to use a different kind of color. Let's use this. And, yep, I have a lawnmower right here. Yeah, so seeing how it's a little bit, the sticker's up like that. That's why, oh, I kind of want to put it over here, though, because, so neighbor cut my grass. Okay, I'm going to have to use that one. I'm going to use it. Which is part of why I'm trying to keep my voice. My husband. Do I want to use... Yeah, let's just use a half box. Because I can. We're going to use this Raptor for him because, you know, I love him dearly, but he has a tendency to drive me crazy sometimes. And I guess I'm going to have to put him over here because I can't really stick him over there. Makes me want to move everything called icons on the right. It's all good. He drives me crazy. I have a little bit sticker from Keep It Simple Stickers that, you know, contemplating murder. That would work really well, but since I got a Raptor that's in foil that matches, we'll go with that. That'll work. I did also have to run to the bank because, well, I had to pay the man to cut my grass. So, do I have? Oh, I could use the carp or bank. I mean, could use the money bag. Yeah, okay. I don't know why I keep wanting to use this, so let's just use it. Yeah, let's use the money bag to say bank run. And I have my bank run script from Truffle Planner Girl. Boom. Yeah, that's been my day today. I've spent hours on the phone with him, and I love him dearly. I do. But he drives me crazy sometimes. Oh, and you know what? Because he was driving me so crazy today, he said he's buying me dinner. He's like, what do you want? He's like, where are we ordering pizza from? So, I know it's a takeout container, and I'm not going to cover up that pretty foil, but I want the icon on the other side. I'm ordering pizza for dinner. Boom. Today, done. I just got to add a little bit of pen, and today's done. How about that? I never do this much planning on a thing in this planner with you guys. But the only other thing beyond this today is going to be me attempting to get some work done, because I need to get some work done, and I've done none of it today. Alright. Tomorrow, do you want to use the squirrels? I want to use the squirrels. Is that ironic? I don't know. We're going to stick this down here because it just try to... Oh my gosh. I forgot my trucks. Where am I going to put my truck? I forgot to fit that in there. Look at me. Uh-oh. I better put those down because I'm going to keep forgetting. So I'm going to use these. I need to somehow squeeze in trucks because I got to figure out where. Yep. You know, I may have to overlap it with the box. Or the header. Or both. Although I want the truck. If I want it on this side, it's going to be in line with that. Oh my goodness, I'm crazy. You know what? We're just going to squeeze it right there. We're going to make it work. Because I like to write down where my husband is every day. And you know what? I literally had to cut these because before I could sit down to film because there, we made it work. I used the last of the gold ones last week. Gold is not my favorite foil or color at all, to be honest. But I seem to use it more frequently, I think, just because it goes with more than some of the pretty fancy color foils. And this time of year, where we're moving into fall, well, gold is going to be a popular color for that. So, yeah, I better put these down before I literally forget and fill up the rest of my days. Although, nothing else is going to be that full because I don't know every day of the whole week at this point in time. Not yet. By the end of the week, it might look like that, but not yet. And you know, surprisingly, as long as we were on the phone today already, I still don't know where he's at. he didn't tell me where he was yet. So I'll find that information out later so I can write it in here. Because it's really fun. He was in New Mexico yesterday on his way, I think, to California. And he's heading back East Coast side. So, okay. Tomorrow's actually going to be busy too. Nope, I need this. I get to use the paw print, which is one that I hardly ever get to use. And this is because King has a vet appointment tomorrow. And because my brother is still in a sling and one-armed, he can't bring him by himself. So guess who gets to help? That's right, me. All right, tomorrow I need to do some grocery shopping. I need to, you know what I might do? Put that back. No, you know what? I might need it though. We're going to use it still. But let's use a bigger box. We're going to do, yeah, we can put that up here. We'll do, I know I have it, okay. Grocery shopping. I know Brian's gonna let King run around in the backyard before we go, so we can get some of that energy out. Grocery shopping. Oh crap! Hold on. Let's see if I can do this. Sticker lifter from Purdy Planner. I was gonna try to make this box be a double thing. Ooh yeah, and guess what? It's not sticky. Miracle worker. You need one. Grocery shopping, and I need to pick up my meds tomorrow. I refilled them today, but I need to pick them up. So I'm going to put that down there, and I'll just write in because it's not like I have that on the script. So we're going to, and I mean, that's all in one because I get mine at Walmart, and there we go. Pick up my meds and do my grocery shopping all in one swoop. But I also need to, I was going to use this one. I'm going to need to put gas in the car, which I have BJ's literally across the street from Walmart. Wrong one. So we're going to get gas. Probably do this before I do that. That way, whatever perishables I need, I can take home and not have to worry about that. And then King's vet appointment that afternoon, and the rest will be determined by whatever happens. All right, Wednesday. Wow, you're getting a full thing this week, aren't you? Because I don't usually have this much ever all at once, so enjoy it, I guess. Let's see, let's use some brown. Let's go with Brian's PT again. In the morning, where did I put it? The physical therapy sheet. I'm like, it's somewhere over here in the mess of stickers I got. I tried to be prepared, unlike with my daily, which you'll see at the end of the week. All right. His therapy on Wednesday, and other than that, I don't know anything else for Wednesday. Thursday, I don't know either. I know it's trash day. I could put trash day down. Should I put trash day down? I have a sticker for it, right? So, let's put trash day down. It's probably also recycle week, but I honestly don't remember. But I'm pretty positive it is, so let's just use trash and recycle. How about that? There we go. That's what I know for Thursday. Now we're slowing down. Friday. Okay. It has been several weeks since I've actually been able to plan on Friday nights. Usually I do plan on Friday nights, and I've been busy. But Friday, we're going to make an attempt to do my normal planning. So, where's my planner? Right there. I have a foil planner, and I have plan script. Oh, look, I have a trash day script, too. I could go put that on there. I don't actually use these scripts frequently, just because, I don't know. You would think that as a shop owner, I would use my stuff frequently. But you know, it's kind of to the same, it's kind of in the same respect as, like, I guess for lack of a better comparison, landscapers with their own yards. Their yards tend to look worse because they do that all day. So by the end of the day, they don't want to mess with it anymore. When you're a shop owner, one of the things you find is you look at your own stuff all day. So sometimes you just want a change of scenery, and what do? You order from everybody else and use their stuff. So, I mean, it's not that I don't like my stuff, because I love my stuff. I wouldn't create it if I didn't love it. You know what I mean? But sometimes I just find myself using everybody else's stuff. Although, I have a lot of scripts, too, that are random from, like, samplers and things like that. I have my own other sheets, too, like for laundry and stuff like that, that I have in my thing. That, I mean, they're mine. They look like this. They're just not foiled. I have those, too. And so I don't always pull these full sheets, because I have the specific ones that I need generally. Like, I don't use a lot of today's to-dos tidbits type ones. I used to use these, like, in my B6 for my shop planner, but now I'm using the daily kind of different. So, but I wouldn't use these nearly as much. So, you know, little things like that. Saturday. Let's use you. Saturdays are Hallmark movie night, because the new movies tend to come on Saturday nights. So I have a script for that. Not a foiled one, but I have one. And I use this like every week. I don't always remember to put them in here ahead of time, but I do use them. What else? Oh, Sunday. Sunday is a bingo night in the Planner Squad group, so I kind of want to mark that with something fun. Let's use the acorns. And that's that evening with Lisa. I love playing bingo with them. So, what do I have that could work for bingo night? And she goes live on Facebook and we just play bingo. Okay, well, Facebook. I mean, I could use the cards for like a game, but I think the Facebook will be better just because, you know, I'm not playing cards. I'm playing bingo. And it's on Facebook, so Facebook icon works just fine. I should put church down for Sunday morning. I still haven't gone back physically, just because it's hard for me in that mask for so long, but, and yes, I'm vaccinated, but I'm still wearing my mask. I'm just trying to see. I could use the before the pin. I don't actually do midweek and after the pin spreads just because of stuff that I don't necessarily want the world to see all the time. You get it. I kind of want to use something fun. I haven't touched any of these. Let's use that blue brush stroke. But I do post these. All right. So, oh, I just saw, why don't I use this over here with my dinners? Oh, my no spend. I said I was going to come back to it. So why don't I was debating on using that for paying bills, but you know what? Let's use it as a no spend. We're going to use this, and watch this, wait for it. The no spend. No flying money. Yep. Love it. So I think that's where we're going to stop, because I think that's all I know. So I used quite a bit of the icons and even several of the scripts. And I used a lot of this already. If I had something for a checklist, I would put it in, but these can get pulled in elsewhere because I'll use them. Oh, I forgot my weekend. Guess better put that down. Gotta use that. Glad I was flipping through. I'd have forgotten it. So let's use that. Or do I want it up? No. And center that like right there. Perfection. Done. So yeah, that's what, oh, I have this one too. That's what I have left. Oh, see? I have my other little planner that's part of the kit too, but I like the little foil one. So, that is what I have. I think it's really, really pretty, and all that beautiful foil. Yep, I love it. So, all right, guys. I hope you have a fabulous rest of the day. Oh, you know, I was going to say, because I am going to upload this like now and not for tomorrow. The reason I'm doing it today instead of tomorrow is because I should be back here on Wednesday with the monthly plan with me. So stay tuned. I wanted to give you that this week. So yeah, absolutely pretty. I love it. Absolutely love this. Oh my gosh, I am so glad I chose to do this one. All right, guys. I hope you have a fabulous evening. Great day tomorrow. I'll be back here on Wednesday, and we'll chat soon. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button so I can see you next time. Bye, guys.